How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? Believe me, such a life.
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? Why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with descenders.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit?
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person.
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are... Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give... And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read this. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit. Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hack Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to you? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Distracting Dottore was tough. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. Dottore doesn't recognize me. But his segments were originally made based. I expect it's only a matter of time before he...
So Dottore doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge?
Why the long face? Heck, and I'm not complaining either. Everyone would be pretty stuck without you.
How are you holding up? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we...
You don't look injured. It seems that the...
All right. There's a lot more work to be done before...
Understood. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though.
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nazi-Kreuz Institute. Alain Guillotin despised Renee's theories.
I thought Alain was like a father to you.
And? What would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned...
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that...
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you...
Hey, come on out.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, man.
Excuse you.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry?
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no addition.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby. Meanwhile...
You didn't have to mention...
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you!
You can finally breathe.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Look at them. You know...
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too.
Varka?
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are
What? Ew, no!
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. While I was being held captive, I learned a lot.
The 3 moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery.
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up.
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time. The question is, where does...
We considered that question as well.
Indeed not.
Nicole! You sure?
I do, in fact. It's something you wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world, but where Miss Colombina will end up along this road. What about the original? All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. They were shadows of the planet, born to... But then one day, they disappeared.
Like I thought. No more paths back, but how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, they can just materialize out of thin air. Is that the Rerir of Solnari?
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need.
I find that a little...
The way you used my own power again, and then, in the final moment before I was...
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. When I first got here, how I cursed and... But to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space. But this time I survived.
Are you the source of the abyssal...
Not all of it. Some is... But there was already a degree of abyssal power here.
Tried to.
Yes.
What do you mean?
The voices in my head, and then...
Her?
Thelindis.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of the...
More precisely, I saw her afterimage. Anyway.
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate... What?
You'd like to know how I know? The one who resurrected me said so. Dottore. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for I had no interest in his research. But being as
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in...
Moon Goddess?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask. Especially... But this is the only...
What do you want?
I'd like you to take him...
Thelindis?
Yes. I can sense that some part of her soul.
Why don't you go and speak to her?
I can't. I don't know. All I can see is a glimpse of her. In return, I will clear. No, not in. Yeah. I'm tired of it all.
What do you wish to tell?
All of it.
Is it okay if I give her the... like the part where you relentlessly tried to...
Love demands honest. We hid too much from each other. There.
Even though Mr. Dainsleif felt he had to fight you, he said that you betrayed him.
Why?
Because... if he'd known that...
I know this will sound strange coming from me, but...
He kept his word. The abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that Galindis? Hello, Miss Galindis.
Who are you?
You can call me Colombina.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's...
better than he was, huh?
Others have had a rough time on his account, too. And I'm not just talking about the children.
So, things...
Are you sure you wish to...
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, but in the end, he came beyond that. But I'm sure that you've always been on his mind.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Well, that's everything from...
Wait. Time flows backwards here.
I know. I intend to reach...
Without a moon marrow. Without the 3 moons' power.
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if, like... And it's not just me. It's this whole... I must seem so ridiculous. Thinking back, I was suddenly I used to be a researcher. Rerir was one of the Venster King's retainers. I wanted to help him escape his lot, and at the time, I thought I could just go. It was only after meeting the princess that I couldn't kill the Venster King himself, so I had to find another. I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but I was simply too weak. Like, I know I'm never getting out of here. But you're different.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists? Based on my past research and my observation, I can share what I've learned and help you. I think you just might. Also, I've been speculating. The documentation was scanned. I have no way of verifying any of it by this.
Understood.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't about Rerir.
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. But enough about that. And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rerir, you're there. I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end? Everything's getting blurry. Huh? Have you...
Exactly did the moons...
The world is a vast and ancient place.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the war.
Am I missing something then? Huh?
Why do their birthplaces differ?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans...
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon In other words, this piece of information alone...
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date. But at least she's trying. Yeah. She's a tough cookie. As much as it pains me to say it. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find... I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false... And I know that even she was no match.
We're not giving up on saving her. Whether she...
Right. Don't worry. No one's trying to argue that we can only...
So...
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the game. Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew... Anyway, as for how we get Colombina back, I've been working on it I'd probably get there if I could continue my computing power. No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing.
That's a tricky
René de Petrichor of the Nazi-Kreuz Ordo once foretold the fate. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottle...
Oh, what do we do then?
You don't get it, do you? And I need accurate results, not big ahem.
Either way, we've done what we can.
Hat guy? Is he...
Let's go somewhere a little... You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah,
Things aren't looking good for Nod Krai. From what I know of Dottore, there are 2 possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he wants to see he'll easily devour everything eventually. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a... He's always wanted to get his greedy in the desert of Sumeru. There is a chessboard built by King Deshret, but creating games and setting rules. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think either way. Dory will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali. The 7 will have some recourse available, if nothing else. So on the bright side, even if Nod Krai is doomed...
That's good to know.
There's a word for people who refuse.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and battles are fleeting, but the will to fight...
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? I mean, who's gonna...
Don't take this the wrong way, but... Dottore said something similar to me.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal...
That's true. Dottore is about to become an Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously, I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who... And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm... Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that.
Just like Paimon said.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values. I see no reason not...
If you say so. In that case, the 3 of us need to... It can be solved.
How much? If...
Sometimes your hero... Come on. Let's go talk to her.